Hey there, it's Matt Williams, your friendly technical evangelist. This YouTube channel is all about the tools and technologies that I use in my job as an evangelist. And one of the things that I do a lot, and maybe you do it too, is I'll write documents or notes or even create files, and I want to have a time or a date stamp in that place, that file name or in the um, set of notes that I'm writing or the document that I'm writing. I want to have that date stamp. And date stamps might look like a this thing right here, which is I think a month/day/year, because I'm recording this on July 4th, or it might look like year-month-day. And the first one I'll write in documents that people read, and the second one, or at least Americans will read, because it's going to be different in other countries. And this one is something I'll put in a file name or in code. But what's really interesting is I do this with a phrase that gets expanded out to the date. So in my case, I'm using DDD, but it's not just DDD, it's /DDD and -DDD. So there are a lot of tools for doing this. One that you probably know about is Text Expander. I use a tool called Typinator. I think it's far superior to Text Expander. It definitely has a lot more functionality, not quite as pretty, and definitely doesn't have an affiliate program. So, as a reviewer, I'm not going to get a cut of the purchase price if you buy it, like I would if I was demonstrating something in Text Expander, which I think is really the reason why you see a lot of Text Expander videos. People get a cut out of that video, or out of that subscription that you pay for. So anyway, Typinator. What's really neat about what I'm doing here, let's say I type in that /, and then I realize, oh, I don't want to actually do it for today. I want to do it for yesterday. Actually, maybe 2 days before. Oh, look at that. It went back to the previous month. Oh, no, actually, it's going to be the 27th, 28th, no, 29th, 30th, 1st? No, let's go back to the 30th. And then I can do the same thing with this. And, well, that's pretty cool, huh? So one of the features that Typinator has is the idea of regular expressions. Text Expander might have added this recently. They're gradually catching up to Typinator. But let me show you how you do this in Typinator, because it's not really easy. Well, it's easy, but it's not intuitive. So let me just move this out of the way. And I've actually started building this once before because I tried to do this video before. I'm going to delete this and start over. Okay, so Typinator has this idea called predefined sets. And with a predefined set, these are sets that have been defined by the software developer, but as well as other people. And one of the predefined sets is this datestamps. And you'll look at this and think, oh, well, that should be pretty easy to achieve. It has a -DDD. It has a backslash in front because we need to escape the dash. Otherwise, the dash will be interpreted differently because it's a regular expression. And that's going to expand out to today's date in the form of year, 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 year. So a 4-digit year, a 2-digit month, and a 2-digit day. And here we can see that spelled out. So here's the expression that it's going to look for, -DDD, and it's going to expand it out to year, month, day. And then it's got these plus and minus, and looks pretty easy. Okay. And I can do plus, minus. I can even do add a week or go back a week, and where it's doing a date delta of +7 or -7. And I've done the same thing with a slash, but I want to do it here with a underscore. So I'll create a new regular expression set, and I'll call it date step with underscores. Type. Okay. And so the first thing I want to do is find my pattern. So I'm going to look for an underscore DDD. Okay. And that is going to expand out to a date, a month, and a year. So over here in this this little button, I can say the day. I want the day with the prefix with the 0 if it's only a single digit day. Okay, and so it puts in a curly brace, DD, close curly brace. And I want to have an underscore there. And then I can add month, and I want to have the padded, I think that's the right term, padded month. So put that in there, and I'll underscore, and then add the year, and I want a 4-digit year. Okay, so there I've got my pattern, and if I type in underscore DDD, I get my pattern. But if I type in plus, it doesn't know anything about doing a plus or minus. So let's go ahead and add that. I'll add a new pattern. And what I want to look for is, well, I want to do that regular expression. So I can try to add this. And it'll say, well, that's not a regular expression. I don't know what that thing is. So maybe I do something like this. That's a regular expression. It's not very friendly, but it's definitely a regular expression. So I can look for that thing, and let's just put in some random text. And so now, if I do underscore DDD, and then the plus, oh, well, I didn't put a plus sign there. Let's see, let's add a plus sign. So that doesn't seem to be working. So it doesn't know what to do here. How about if I type in 04 underscore 07 underscore 2021 plus. It doesn't know what to do there. So there's some things I need to do here. First off, this regular expression is just too awkward to deal with. And so let's try using the dd underscore mm underscore yyyyy. Y. Okay. But it doesn't know what ddmmyy are. If I type in underscore ddd, and then a plus sign. Well, actually, I forgot the plus sign. Backslash plus. And now type in the plus. It doesn't do anything. So we need to find what that dd underscore mm underscore yyyyy is. And we actually do that in this little info box. And so in the notes, this is one of the places where it's kind of weird. We can define that pattern. So I define in my notes that dd underscore mm underscore yyyyy is this regular expression. And right away, that regular expression, or the dd mm yyyyy, goes green. Okay, so that's good, but it's still not going to do anything. So it doesn't do anything. One of the tricks is we need to check this little checkbox. Combine with previous expansion and combine with following abbreviation. Okay, and so now, it's replaced it with that random string that I put in. But that's not really what we want. We wanted to replace it with a date. So we put in a date, and what happens now? It replaced it with the same date because we haven't changed anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and add. You might remember when we looked at date steps and we looked at the, let's say, plus, we've got this ref date and day delta. Well, let's first look at day delta. I'll just copy that and paste that into date step with underscores. I get that right? Right number of brackets. Okay, so now Well, that worked. The day increased, but only does it one time. There was that other piece that we needed as well. So date steps, it's got this ref date, reference date. So let's copy that, paste into here. And so now, let's get rid of some of these. If I do date plus, okay, that looks pretty good. But it's still messed up. Still something's not working right. Do I have the right number of? It's hard to tell. There we go. Yeah, all that's correct. So what do we need to do? Well, actually, because the date's a little bit, it was formatted differently than it's expecting, we need to actually spell this out as, there's 3 parts. So it's dash $2 dash $3. Let's try that. And now if I underscore DDD plus sign, oh, well, that just messed it up. Now it's saying it's the, I don't know, the date is the 1st, the month is August, and the year is 4. So something went wrong there. Well, reference date is expecting year, month, day, and we're using day, month, year. So we just need to swap these out. So it's 3, 2, 1. And now, underscore DDD plus, it works like magic. So it's a little bit confusing. There's a few steps you need to do in order to get this to work. You need to create a regular expression set. In that regular expression set, you need to define the pattern that you're going to be using. So in this case, it's dd underscore mm underscore yyyyy. There's no need for it to be that. It could be, I could call it my cool date, and then use my cool date in the regular expression. So I define that there, and then I define my first regular expression, which is, in this case, underscore ddd, and then expands out to day, month, year. And then I say, okay, grab that, whatever I defined in the information panel, and then a slash plus or a slash minus. And that is going to grab the reference date. So look at the date that you've got. The third value, which is the year, then comes the date, and then comes or month, then comes the date. That is my reference date. And with my reference date, add 1 day to that, and then spit it out into my my day, month, and year. And then once you get all that, make sure you check these 2 checkboxes: combine with previous expansion and combine with following abbreviation. So a little bit weird, but once you get that, it's just magic. And then you can apply this to all sorts of things. Maybe I want to have a user ID, and I want to increment every single time I create a user ID. Totally doable. I want to, well, there's all sorts of things you can do. I'll think of some other examples later, but I use this particular type expansion, or this particular expansion, a good, I don't know, dozen times a day, every single day for the last, well, I don't know, months and months since I've discovered this particular predefined set. I think it's super cool. There's a lot of other neat ones. There's inline calculation that it does, where it'll just take any formula and spit out the result, which is pretty neat. There's a lot, just really cool application. It's called Typinator. It's from, who makes this? Oh, not that. Let's go to Action, Help, Contact Us. That's a good place. Ergonis. They also make I think they make, nope, not that. They make this guy, which is KeyQ. I think it's Ergonis, which is a really great tool for showing what are all the keyboard shortcuts that you're using. And they make some other cool tools. So this is one of those tools that I use every day. I thought it's really cool. I thought you might really like it too if you watch these videos. And I don't know, let's see if we can put out another video in the next few days. Tony and Stella come back in a week, and then we move a week after that. So let's see if I can get out one, maybe 2 more videos before they come back, maybe more. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Okay, thanks so much. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.